At the occasion of the 104th Plenary session of the Committee of the Regions, local and regional representatives from all over Europe gathered in Brussels on the 28th and the 29th of November. On the first day of this plenary, COR President Ramon Luis Valcárcel Siso welcomed Danuta Hübner, the chair of the European Parliament's Committee on Regional Development, and he praised her for the Parliament's hard work on the cohesion reform, but also added a critical note by referring to the macroeconomic conditionalities. The EU regions cannot be held hostage for the member states' financial situation, he says.
Somos conscientes de que el Parlamento ha intentado.
We are aware that the European Parliament tried to introduce all kinds of safeguard clauses regarding unemployment in order not to punish those countries that suffer most. But the mere proposal seems to us a strike against our competences.
Our mission was to get in place a good policy framework that would allow us to move forward on the Europe 2020 objectives, on growth in Europe, on growth that would lead to more competitive Europe, and first of all, that would be able to create competitive jobs.
Also on this first day of the plenary, 10 opinions were adopted. Among them, the proposal on a more user-friendly and effective EU Solidarity Fund by Rapporteur Pavel Branda, and Katuiskja Marini called for public financial support for airport infrastructure not to be considered as a state aid. The second day of the plenary started with Commissioner Šefčovič, who was invited by the COR President to discuss the future of the Union. In order to increase its efficiency, the Commissioner stressed the importance of a good multi-level governance.
And here I would like to ask you for your help, for your support, because if it comes to fighting red tape, fighting bureaucracy, fighting unnecessary administrative burden, it must be, of course, joint effort.
Other 5 opinions were passed. Amongst them there was Jack Blanc's opinion on disability, sport and leisure, and Ewa Panasiuk on animal health, official controls. And then there was Antonio Costa's opinion on the Smart Borders package. Simplified border checks for frequent travelers should be installed, he stresses. Later on the day, Rodriguelin Thomas and Maria Luisa Coppola presented their opinions on the European aquaculture.
Il parere chiede di fatto all'Unione Europea proprio di assumere un ruolo guida, un importante ruolo guida nello
The opinion calls on the EU to take up a leading role in the development of an ecological and sustainable method for aquaculture, opening up what we call a blue revolution.
Una rivoluzione blu.
The members of the Committee of the Regions will meet again next year on the 30th and the 31st of January for another plenary session.